Lovely people, this is my friend Ben Haskins from the UK. And I am delighted to have him here. You know, we've been jamming and I'm amazed at how he's able to fit in our music. You know, and I'm for the heritage. I've always been talking about our heritage, the Amponsan, the Kwao, and then I've done interviews here and there. I know there's a lot of studies and then research you've done. I just wanted to share your journey with us so far.
Yeah.
And how has it been? Like,
it's hard. It's a constant learning process, isn't it? Really. The music, like you guys have probably been playing this music from the moment you learn to pick up guitar. It starts with these rhythms and starts with this. So there's a lot of I guess backtracking for me to have to understand how the harmony moves in all of these different voices, because from at first it sounds, when you hear it just as a wall of sound, it sounds like simple movement, and then you see it, it's very, very, very tricky, and it's something that it's been very hard for me. And I've my good friend KOG Kwaku of Ghana, he's exposed me to a lot of this guitar. Wow. And that's definitely been where a lot of this has stemmed from.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, shout outs to Kwaku of Ghana. I mean, he's doing really well in the UK.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
When I was growing up learning guitar, I actually thought, playing foreign is quite difficult because you have a lot of sounds. When I say sounds, I mean for us, all you need is your clean guitar.
Yeah.
We don't really explore drive with our amponsan.
Sure.
It's been clean. But when I entered the foreign world, I heard rock and roll, I heard jazz, I heard classical. It is not just about the instrument being different, it has to do with the sound itself being different. So I felt, oh wow, then this place is very difficult because I need to learn how to use the pedal, other sounds and all that, because by hearing from you, concerning the chord progressions, how the movements are.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's, a lot of this phrasing, I studied a lot of jazz and stuff like that when I first started playing, and a lot of the kind of phrasing and the rhythmic aspect of it, you see where it's come from. You see this is where the music's come from. This is where playing with swing and all kinds of different, this is kind of where it is, and it's very hard to play with the same level. I don't know how to explain this, but to play with the same level of intention, as a lot of the African guitarists do, I think. It's a really kind of precious thing.
Yes, it's a bit complicated when it comes to, how you have to combine.
Yeah. I think they're both different disciplines in a way, but there's a lot of crossover at the same time, but what is true about both of them is that it comes from like an oral tradition, I think that people are hearing it, and I think that's what makes that kind of music particularly unique, is that you have to be listening all the time to music, because it's not important to be writing it down and things like that. It's about learning music, learning the language of it, and I think people have just really appreciate it far more than people might think. I mean, there's there's quite a lot of bands playing like an Afrobeat sound, or there's a lot of bands doing a Highlife sound, or you hear bands doing like a more North African thing, and it's kind of there is a lot of people maybe not honing in fully on the discipline, but taking from those sounds a lot of the time, and it kind of spreads between, and then they mix it with like psychedelic stuff, or they might mix it with hip hop and things like that. So people are aware of the sounds, and exactly. But you're right that you wouldn't be able to find someone playing these rhythms like you are in the UK. It would be quite hard to. You have to know where to go to find that. But people love a lot of African music. It just tends to be in a kind of a fusion sense. I guess it's a good thing to be sharing music. That's what it's for. To be sharing music, we're supposed to be sharing it, and it's supposed to be a way for us to communicate culturally to some level, because sometimes we can't communicate in other ways, and having a way of we can. You can play chords like up the guitar like this, and people who speak different languages can understand what those are. And I think that's what's great about it, really.
So I mean, it's good that we learn
Yeah.
you know, from other sources.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we also appreciate our own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's great. So I mean, anything you have for the people out there, you know, you've been here, you've seen the work we are doing, you know, it's quite, you know, people in Ghana now, they've seen Clean play music, they've seen Dixon's guitar class on YouTube, and then they've seen the work we are doing, but now you are here with us, you've seen what is going on and everything, and so what do you have to tell them, the support and everything?
It's just an honour to be here, really, and to be like, seeing you play the other night was amazing, and seeing your like, and seeing like your kind of command of loads of different genres at the same time, and just obviously just doing the good work. You're just doing the really, really good, important work here. So yeah, it's really, really exciting to be here, and I feel very, very lucky.
Okay. Yeah. So nice to have you, Ben. And my friend Ben Haskins from the UK, and he's a high life guy. I mean, the way he plays better than
I'm trying.
Better than a lot of Ghanaian guitarists, and I'm amazed. I mean, he's doing really, really well. And then personally, I like to learn from the West. You know, although I know our local stuff, I can improvise and all that. I do jazz.
Yeah.
I learn a bit of, you know, R&B, those phrases and all that to expand my vocabulary.
Yeah.
I don't know, I might, you know, come to the UK.
yeah, 100%. Oh, let's make it happen. That'd be great.
I might come to the UK and I'll be expected to play foreign songs, you know.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I need to get my heritage.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I want to thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Of course, we are going to jam, you know.
Yeah.
Bye.